This week we're going to be talking about diabetes with Dr. Joel Saylor of Town & Country. And then at the end of the show, we're going to tell you all the information you need to know how you can get this wonderful program in various ways. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning. Yeah, I figured diabetes would be a very good topic because we just got done with Easter, so there's all kinds of candy floating around.
Sure.
Okay, and so that's my tie-in with that. So diabetes, we see diabetes in dogs and cats, and it's funny because I'll say, well, your dog's diabetic. They can get that? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they have pancreases just like we do, and so just a quick outline of what diabetes is in dogs and cats. In dogs and cats, it's two different forms. In dogs, it's type 1 diabetes. In cats, it begins as type 2 and progresses to type 1. And the difference being that in type 2 diabetics, you do still have some functioning beta cells, okay, that can work. And so a little background is, diabetes is caused when the cells within your pancreas, okay, that's that little organ that lives right off your small intestine, there's little cells in there, it's called beta cells, and they produce insulin from your body. And what that does is that opens the door and allows glucose to get into the cells. Yeah. If they don't open those doors, then what happens, the glucose is floating around and then it damages tissue and kidneys, etc. And so when those cells are either destroyed or they become non-effective, then insulin goes down. So in dogs, those cells are gone. It's like Elvis has left the building. There are no cells. They ain't coming back. That's just what it is. Okay. Yeah. Now, how you can get that? Low-grade cases of pancreatitis, things like that will trigger that. And so dogs always need to be put on insulin. Okay. Always. Okay. Cats, on the other hand, they do have some functioning ones. So that opens the door for us to use oral agents, or if we're aggressive with some of the newer insulin products like Lantus and stuff like that, we can actually get a cat back in remission and then manage them with diet sometimes. And so there's two different variables. But what the symptoms are, okay, is excessive thirst and excessive urination. Now I say, well, how do I know if my dog's drinking too much? Okay, well, as a general rule, an animal consumes probably about an ounce of water per pound of body weight. Okay. So you got an 8-pound dog, 8 ounces of water. Okay, you got a 30-pound dog, 30 ounces. It's pretty simple. As a general rule, if you're going much over that, then you're probably exceeding the water intake. And if there's any concern, it's always good to check. It's a very simple blood test. And again, we talked last week about the importance of preventative blood work. And so basically with that, that's usually included in that blood work. So quick snapshot, boom, there you go. Also, too, if you got a dog that's peeing a lot and you think he's got a urinary tract infection, don't be surprised, because I've had this happen where people brought him in because they thought they had a UTI. Turns out they were diabetic. Wow. Okay. So if you see any of these symptoms, you want to get to your veterinarian and get that checked, because yes, indeed, your dog and your cat can get diabetes.
And how do you get this wonderful program? Various ways. Originally and still on Eagle Country 106.3. That's 106.3 on everybody's FM dial. It's in stereo. We also have us on the web, townandcountryveterinaryclinic.net. Facebook them and like them at Town and Country Veterinary Clinic. And you can Twitter them at TNC Vet Clinic. Now, if I were to sit down at the computer, Doc, and I wanted to roll back one of these older programs, what would I do? I'm clicking on where? Where do I go?
Well, you could. The easiest way to do it is probably go to Facebook.
Okay, now I'm on Facebook.
Okay, and every Monday, whatever show we're doing is going to be on there. So you can click on that. That's usually, you can either watch it there, or you can then also take the link to our YouTube channel. Okay. And I believe all of our shows for the last year or more have been archived on there. And so the topics are all there, and you can scroll through and decide what you want to listen to and what you don't want to listen to.
Is it in color? Yes, it's in color.
It's in color, and it's but again, there's a lot of topics and goes back through. And,
sure.
And so if you kind of want to look some of that stuff up, there's some simple little tips and stuff in there. But if you don't want to go through all that, and you just want to see what it was this week, maybe you didn't catch it.
Click on that Monday.
Yeah, just click it on Monday. It's on there, and actually, if you scroll through even each Monday weeks past, you'll see each episode.
Sounds good. Episodes. And we'll be back right after this.